meeting of today's best musical minds. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 music collaborations we would like to hear. For this list, we're looking at musicians that we think should join forces based on their similar musical styles and fan bases. Number 10, M83 and Churches. If you ever need a modern-day throwback to the 80s, there are two bands you should call. M83, who hails from Antibes, France, is known for their cinematic style of dream pop music that can be heard in songs like Midnight City and Moonchild. Now imagine the possibilities if you were to combine this sound with the catchy synth-pop stylings of Glasgow's Churches. It'd be a match made in indie pop heaven, and one that you can be sure would bring us straight to the dance floor if it ever happened. Number 9, Phoenix and Daft Punk. After numerous beloved studio releases, including a Grammy win for Random Access Memories, Daft Punk doesn't exactly need to chase after guest stars. But considering their pair's roots and their longtime friendship with members of Phoenix from nearby Versailles, it behooves them not to see what could happen when French rock and dance music collide. Perhaps it makes the most sense for Thomas Mars to lend his musical talents to Daft Punk, a la Julian Casablancas from The Strokes. But for pure creative purposes, they might be able to create a unique sound all their own, a regional French groove that would undoubtedly spread to North America and beyond. Number 8, Gary Clark Jr. and Jack White. But I dig bitches like the best of them. If the raw guitar tones and nostalgic vocals of these blues rock musicians tells us anything, is that there just isn't enough of this style of music kicking around. I feel like I've been run right through the mill, and I can't move around and I can't stand still. Of course, Jack White is internationally known, but the world needs to hear more of Gary Clark Jr., a blues man that infuses a little street and country into his sound. I don't know you a thing, baby. I don't know you a thing. We're talking Austin and Detroit here, two areas of the United States that are infamous for rocking, which means a joint venture would blow the roof off any venue brave enough to house them at the same time. Yeah, woman, I can't feel a thing. And hey, maybe Queens of the Stone Age could join Gary Clark for a special live performance as well.
Something sinister to it. The pendulum swinging slower, degenerate moving.
Number 7, Earl Sweatshirt and MF Doom.
Living off borrowed time, the clock ticks faster. That'll be the hour they knock the slick blaster.
One's a 2013 Hip Hop Rookie of the Year nominee, and the other is old enough to be his daddy. No, it's not your typical hip hop mashup, yet there's undeniably a touch of MF Doom to the rap aesthetic of one Earl Sweatshirt.
It's probably been 12 years since my father left me fatherless. And I just used to say I hate him in dishonest jest.
Could MF learn something from Earl? Well, possibly, but wouldn't it be something if Mr. Doom summoned Earl to his lab and unveiled a beat to end all beats complemented by one of those bizarre verses from the Young Sweatshirt?
Good grief, I've been reaping what I sowed. I ain't been outside in a minute, I've been living what I wrote.
The result wouldn't exactly be a top 40 production, but it would certainly be a major event for the genre.
Buyer beware, had to tell us one liar, sire be fair. At least I'm tired hair from the chair while I'm here. I hate play loving her, JJ for governor.
Hello. Number 6. Adele and Sam Smith.
Can I lay by your side?
For this collaboration, both British singers would have to feed off each other with different verses, because we all know that an extended blend of their powerful vocals would simply be too much for some fans. So that's why a gentle ballad is in the order, maybe something for the movies. And while the two wouldn't necessarily be singing to each other, for obvious reasons, they could present a musical narrative that everybody could relate to.
I know I'm not the only one.
Just imagine, a call-and-response anthem featuring two of the most prominent names of pop music.
Hello from the outside. At least I can say that I've tried.
Number 5. Grimes and M.I.A. Two artists with an international sound and two women that don't play by the rules. If such a collaboration was ever to commence, we want in on the front row.
Sometimes people say that I'm a big time bomb, but I'm only a man.
Obviously, a music video featuring both women would surely veer towards the surreal, but with each providing such unique artistry and each bringing something different to the mic, it's not hard to imagine a feminist anthem emerging from the studio.
Anybody with the Charlie and rich bitch, my swag bitches can't touch this. So click, 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 please get off my dick. Just cause I know it don't make me thick.
An all-out dance track for the ages.
Oh, baby, oh, baby,
Fine light in the beautiful sea. I chose to be happy.
Number 4. Rihanna and Sia.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3.
Okay, so this one works on various levels, as Sia could not only write a track for Rihanna and provide a monster hook, but vice versa as well.
Kiss it better, baby. Waiting on that sunshine, boy. I think I need that back.
If anything, a collaboration between the two would be crazy sexy, but considering all the possibilities and angles, it might not hurt just to go ahead and release a full album while they're at it. There, we said it.
Baby, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight.
Rihanna and Sia need to pull a Kanye and Jay-Z, the female version of Watch the Throne.
Damn, Easy and Hope, where the hell you been? Fucking real reckless stuff.
Number 3. Taylor Swift and Katy Perry.
And you're gonna hear me roar.
Yeah, we know what you're thinking. Bad blood, right?
Cause baby, now we got bad blood. You know it used to be mad love.
But come on, Taylor and Katy, you're both adults. Just quit the catfighting and give the people what they want. Give us an epic collaboration featuring both of you as your best musical selves. Who knows? Maybe Calvin Harris can lend a beat for something timely and fresh. But don't rap. Please don't rap. And yes, we're talking to you, Taylor. We're suggesting a truce. So now it's up to both artists to heed our advice.
You made a really deep cut. And baby, now we got red blood. Hey!
Number 2. FKA Twigs and Kendrick Lamar.
Your defense mechanism is my decision. Knock these walls down, that's my religion.
If you're not familiar with FKA Twigs, just know that she's an English trip-hop musician that's been tearing it up over the past few years overseas.
I've got time, but you're tired of waiting. You only want me in urban spaces.
Kind of like Kendrick Lamar's been doing stateside.
Don't gotta limit, just give me some more with it. Don't gotta limit, just give me some more with it.
A joint between these two would surely result in something aesthetically pure, allowing both to further elevate their art and set an example for the music industry.
Lying like a scream of something on the list to do.
Whether it's a banger or something entirely revolutionary, Kendrick and Twigs could also extend their collab to a visual medium, as FKA Twigs has a hand in directing most of her own solo productions. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Is your bed made? Is your sweat down? I've been following the light across my room. I watch the night. Certain late, it burns away the whole way. Yeah, you make me feel like I've been locked out of when your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet.
Number 1, Ed Sheeran and Ellie Goulding.
And now I don't understand it. You don't mess with love, you mess with the truth.
Look at these two. Each are masterful musicians in their own right, blessed with angelic voices, and they've even been connected in the tabloids at times. But we're not interested in the personal lives of Ed Sheeran and Ellie Goulding. We just want them to hit the studio together.
I'm standing with an army.
You know, for something worthy of wedding day playlists. Of course, Eddie has already released the anthemic Thinking Out Loud for new couples.
Maybe it's all part of a plan.
But maybe he and Ellie could unite for something about all the bachelors and bachelorettes of the world. What do you think?
I told her she knows. Take aim and reload. I don't wanna know that, babe.
So, do you agree with our selections? What musical collaboration would you like to see? For more instrumental top 10s published daily, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Angels to fly, to fly.